Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram and co-host of DC Figures and Collectibles on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Anchor app, basically anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Again, that's DC Figures and Collectibles. Right now, we're going to do a toy review on the latest DC Essentials figure. One of them that's coming out tomorrow. The other one is Batgirl. This one is Joker. I decided to get. Let's take a good look at him right now. We're taking a good look at what is the biggest controversy of this figure. I know when I first saw it, I was like, what is that face? It's really ugly. But then seeing it in person, and seeing it at different angles, at different profiles, I kind of like it. I feel like it looks like a hybrid of William Dafoe and David Bowie. I don't know if people see that, but that's what I get with this look. It's based on the art of Jason Fabok. He's a pretty good artist. If you haven't seen him, you need to check him out. I was joking with pretty good. It's extremely good. So that's what this Joker is based off of. And it's very cool overall, very cool design. I definitely, like I said, I didn't like it based on first sight on the press release pictures, but seeing it in person, I kind of like it. And what stinks is the DC Icons Joker. If you haven't seen that, it's really cool, but it has a hat, so you can't take it off, and it didn't come with an extra head. So I feel like this is a really good comic version of Joker, even though there is more of an updated look to his costume. And let's get a good look at his. He comes with one accessory, no extra hands or anything like that, because there's a DC Essential. Let's take a look at this. I think this cane is really cool. It definitely has a look of the new Batman Adventures Joker with the hair. And it looks very cool. Very good detail. They didn't skimp on the detail on this little bad boy, which is cool. But it would be maybe nice if they gave one or two more accessories or a different hand, but the DC Essentials line is not about accessories. So he has a pretty good articulation. All the articulation you expect from a figure from this line. Shoulders go up that high. He can rotate all the way around. He has swivel at the bicep. He has double elbow, which is really cool because he can mess around with his flower, and he can just do a bunch of cool poses with his hands. So that's nice. He has a really good ab crunch, both forward and backwards. So you get him laughing hysterically, which I love. So that's a bonus right there. He has great articulation on the legs, his swivel, double knee, and he has ankle that is on a ball joint that can go anywhere you like. So he has a great articulation. This figure, the first couple of DC Central figures I got, they didn't have the greatest articulation. The Batman and the Reverse Flash. I got the Rorschach and Mr. Mime because it's extremely cool looking, and I love those characters. Except for Mr. Mime, I just like Rorschach. But that's the Rorschach figure. He didn't have the best articulation because of the coat and all that, but he just looks great. And yeah, so I figure I'd get this Joker despite not liking the line in total, or not knowing I'm not collecting the whole line. And if you are wondering if you should get him and you want to do, we're going to do some size comparisons to different lines. And I'm kind of surprised by how big the Joker is compared to some of my other Batman figures. So let's look. This is a custom Lex Luthor. It's based on a Diamond Select body. So it's supposed to be a 7-inch figure. And he looks okay. I think that he scales well with this Joker. I always like Joker being a little tall since he is thinner. Makes him look a little bit more imposing. Not just a tiny, thin guy. There's a 7-inch Arkham Knight Harley next to him, and I think she fits perfectly, so I have a good Harley for him. And if you saw the DC Essentials Harley, it is horrendously ugly, especially the face sculpt, so I would recommend getting the Arkham Knight one if you can. Here's a DC Icons Harley Quinn, and she'd be like 5 foot right now if Joker's like 6'2" or 4. She would be very tiny, but that's how she looks next to him. Here's a Soap Studio 6-inch Reverse Flash. I think that's okay looking, scale wise. Here's a Rorschach and Mr. Mime from Pokemon. No, yeah, I think they look good. I think they scale well. They should. They're from the same line. Next, we'll do DC Collectibles Animated Joker and an SH Figuarts Heath Ledger. So that's how they look. Here's a Beast Kingdom tactical suit. Extremely big. Mezco Catwoman. Don't even want to attempt to stand her. Here's a animated DC Collectibles Batman. Here's the Icons Rebirth. And I'm sure you could fudge the scale with this one and make it look cool. Or you could just pony up some money and get the Essentials Batman, if you'd like. Here's a Mattel Shazam, DC Multiverse, and SH Figuarts Wonder Woman. I think the Mattel one scales well with it, the Multiverse. So there you have it, that's my review. I think he's a cool Joker, especially if you want a very classic looking comic accurate Joker without a hat. Because like I said, the DC Icons one is very cool, but it just has a hat you can't remove. I'll probably have to mess around with the head sculpt and see if I could take it off and put it on other figures and see what it looks like on a normal 6-inch body. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I like the articulation a lot, and you can definitely get some cool poses with them. I'll have to do some stuff, but if you want to check out some more pics, head over to my Instagram. It is at BatmanFigs, Batman Figs, and I would definitely be posting some stuff on him. Hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, and definitely check out my podcast that I co-host with at the.batfan, DC Figures and Collectibles. Check it out. Talk to you later.